Sorry. I was just still celebrating because we made it on top of the mountain. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reading Comprehension, lesson number 3. We are going to continue our talk about inferencing. And today we have a special activity because after we go into the PowerPoint, you guys are going to come with me to go borrow, we could call it borrowing my new neighbor's trash. I have these new neighbors and I want to get to know them, but we're social distancing. And I think that I can make inferences, educated guesses about what my new neighbors are like based on the evidence that I find in their trash. So why not? Let's try it out. We're going to do that after the PowerPoint. So we are going to continue our talk on inferencing after we have our PowerPoint, and then we go in and borrow my neighbor's trash and look through it a little bit. You guys have the opportunity to create your own inferencing trash bag for me and Miss Evanny to look through, and we'll get to that a little bit later. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a glorious day. This is our 3rd reading comprehension lesson. As always, we are in our virtual classroom at my house today. If you need a snack, go grab one. If you want to take a walk, go do it. If you want to go play outside, for sure. I just asked, and Miss Evanny just asked that you do this lesson by next Tuesday. I believe today is Tuesday, May 5th. So whatever the next Tuesday is, we'll do it by then. Okay, let's get into it. I'll see you guys in the virtual PowerPoint. Okay, hello and welcome everyone to Reading Comprehension lesson number 3 in our virtual PowerPoint. Like we talked about, we are ready to talk about inferencing again. Now, inferences, remember, figuring out something that wasn't directly stated in our story. It's part of our reading comprehension. It's reading between the lines. It's using clues that the authors give us to make a good guess. We take the evidence from the text along with our background knowledge to read between the lines to make educated guesses about events and characters in our story. So I developed this kind of poster. We have a few more to look at, but I like this one. So we develop inferences by noticing clues about the characters or events in the text. Those are our text clues. We put together those text clues with what we already know about people like that or events like that using our background knowledge. So we use those text clues along with what we already know to state an inference using this kind of sentence frame. It says, meaning it says in the text, so I know, so I think. It's a good kind of equation to go by for inferences. To infer just means to figure something out using those clues authors give us that wasn't completely explained in the story. We gather that evidence, we use our schema, and we put it together to make that inference. Let's go a little bit deeper into text evidence. Text evidence is the information or clues found in the text. It varies based on genre of the text. You might get different text clues in a biography versus a literary or novel story. And it's analyzed. We analyze that text evidence to better understand the text as a whole. We can use thinking stems like the author wrote in the story, the graphic showed, on page 10 it said, or from the reading I learned. It's within the text information. In the text it said. We put that together with our schema, that very fancy word schema. Schema is all the information stored in our brain. It's our background knowledge. It's our mental filing cabinet. It helps us understand and make sense of something new. And it grows and changes when we have more life experiences. Good readers activate their schema before, during, and after reading to help them better understand what they read. Some thinking stems that go along with schema are, that reminds me of, a past experience, or I'm remembering the time, or I have a connection to, or I can relate to. So it's bringing in your own experiences with other texts, with other types of media, with other adventures in your life, along with the text evidence to make that inference. It's the evidence from the text, using what you already know to read between the lines, to draw conclusions about what the author is saying that isn't explicitly said in the story. You can use thinking stems like I infer, my guesses, this could mean, it could be that, or perhaps those educated guesses. You guys are detectives when you're making inferences. Last week, we really hope you guys enjoyed this activity. Last week, we made inferences using our Pixar shorts. How did it go? I'm really curious to hear. You guys watched the Partly Cloudy and For the Birds. You guys, to this equation is a little bit different because it's not text, but it's your movie clues, what you saw. You saw, and you combined it with your background knowledge to make an inference. Here's a filled out Partly Cloudy inference chart. So in the movie, Partly Cloudy, in the short film, the stork keeps coming back to his cloud, and I'm reading right here, the stork keeps coming back to his cloud even though the cloud is making dangerous animals. Okay, that's what you saw. Well, you know that when people care about someone, they will stand by them. They'll stand by them no matter what. And your inference is the stork cares about his cloud and wants to help him no matter what. That's using what you saw plus what you already know to make an educated guess about the story, to make an educated guess about that stork, that he really cares about the cloud because he's putting himself in danger every time that stormy cloud makes a really funny, dangerous animal. We can also make inferences from photographs. So let's make an inference. Using your ability to make an inference, what can we tell about the person whose feet this belongs to? Well, I see burnt. There's a burn right there. And that looks like they were wearing flip-flops. So what I see is a burn. I see a flip-flop tan. What do I know? So here's my evidence. What do I know? I'll be neater on the next slide. My schema is people wear flip-flops to the beach. And people get bad sunburn when they forget lotion. So my inference, I infer that this person went to the beach and forgot to put on suntan lotion. It doesn't tell me that, but I'm using the evidence from the picture with what I know to make an educated guess. Let's look at this one. We could also make inferences when looking at pictures, just like we did the movies. Here's a student. I see a student laying over books. He looks very, very tired. I know from my college years that was me when I was studying for a test. And so I infer that this student really cares about school because it seems like he's exhausted with all the books around him. He's stayed up late to study. So I think he really cares about school and he's studying really hard for a test and he really cares about doing well. That's the kind of person he is. He cares about doing well in his studies. Oh, this is cool. This is a cougar or mountain lion. Okay, in this picture, I see a cougar, or a mountain lion, I'm not sure. It's snow out and they look like they're in a pouncing position. I know that animals pounce when they're about to get on their prey. I also know that maybe some of the animals or this mountain lion's prey is scarce because of that snow. So I infer this mountain lion is pretty hungry and it's about to catch his prey. Now I don't see prey in this photo, but I can infer based on what I know about predators and mountain lions, based on what I see to make that inference. We make inferences all the time. This is a very cute one. Okay, I see a hound dog cuddling up with a little kitten. I know that usually you cuddle up with someone if you really care about them, or I'm always cuddling up with Rosie and Brody because I really love them. So I see them really getting along. I know that animals cuddle up together, or humans and animals cuddle up together when they really love each other. So I think that these two animals are the best of friends. That is my inference. Now, no one is telling me from the picture, these animals are best friends, but you're using what you see plus that beautiful schema that you have to make an educated guess, to make that inference. And we can also make inferences from objects. We're going to play an inferencing game called Secrets from the Trash. As I said, I wanted to get to know our new neighbors, so what I did last night is maybe borrow their trash. We gotta go get it. So let's, okay. I'll see you guys back in the virtual classroom. Okay guys, like I said, I really want to get to know our neighbors, but one, we're social distancing, so I did happen to go out last night. I took their garbage from their garbage can, and now I placed it by a tree and we're gonna go get it so we can find out a little bit about our new neighbors while keeping our social distancing. All right, let's go. We got our mask. We got our handy gloves, wrong hand. I wonder what inferences we're gonna make about my neighbors. I wonder what they're like. We're gonna use that evidence from the trash along with what we know about their trash to know what they like to do, maybe their personality. We'll see. Maybe Anna and I will come back. Let's go. We gotta get the trash. Let's go. The coast is clear. The coast is clear. We got the trash! Let's go! Okay, all right. I'll see you guys when we sit down. Whew. Okay, we made it. You guys see me? Very good. We have our evidence. Now, let's use our schema to make inferences about our new neighbors. And who knows, maybe Anna and I will have a couple new best friends. Or who knows how many people live in the house. All right, this is what we got first. First piece of evidence. Dog treats. For dog turkey sliders. I know, based on my schema, that dogs eat dog treats, dogs eat dog's food. So I infer from my evidence that this family has a dog. Rosie, Brody, do you guys hear that? Maybe we'll have a new friend. Okay, first inference. This family must have a dog. What do we got now? It looks like high efficiency dry pickup dust bags. This looks like a really heavy duty garbage or vacuum. It's a vacuum cleaner, very heavy duty vacuum cleaner. It looks like an outdoor vacuum cleaner for dust of some sort. Perhaps someone that is in that family is in construction of some sorts. Because I know my evidence is these big heavy-duty garbage dust bags. I know that construction, from my schema from my brother who's a builder, I know that these are usually on construction sites, so perhaps someone in that family works in construction. That's my inference. Let's see. Or maybe they're doing renovations. Maybe they're doing renovations that create a lot of dust. Okay. We know what this is. Evidence. Wrapping paper. Maybe, it doesn't look too childlike, but it could be. It's pretty soft wrapping paper. Maybe, well, I mean, text evidence or my trash evidence is wrapping paper. When do you usually, there's no holidays that I know of about that you get presents for, so I know from my background knowledge that you wrap presents for a birthday, so maybe my inference is there was a birthday recently in this family. But I don't know if it's an adult or a child. More wrapping paper. This could give us a clue. No pun intended, because it's Clue Junior. Okay, I know that this is a board game. That's my evidence. Clue Junior. I know, because I play this with my little brother and sister, that children play Clue Junior. So my inference from my evidence and my background knowledge is that children live in that house. We have a dog, we have children, maybe possible construction. What's this? A grocery list I see. Coconut ice cream from Ben & Jerry's. Do you think they're from Vermont? Almond milk. Impossible burger. That is a vegan burger. Vegetables, fruit, gluten-free burger buns, cashew cheese. Well, my schema, because you guys know I don't eat dairy, and I am a pescatarian. I know that people who eat the Impossible burger are either vegan, vegetarian, definitely not vegetarian, because look at all this dairy-free. My inferences, based on their grocery list, is that they are vegan. We have so much in common. What else we got? Lemon balm, organic tea bag, more health-conscious people. I know that people drink tea when they want to relax, and it's a nice nighttime routine to have some tea. So perhaps, again, these are some health-conscious people in the house. more construction things I see. We have this tool. Looks like it might be for weeds or for plants. Maybe they're not in construction, but they're gardening. Maybe they're gardening. I can't really see their backyard, and so maybe the people in there like to garden. I know that these are gardening tools, and usually with gardening tools, if you're keeping up with a garden or you're making a garden, and so I infer that either there's construction workers in the house, maybe the people who live in the house are construction workers, or they are gardeners. What else we got? Greece. This looks like a travel brochure. Maybe they're Greek. Maybe they moved from Greece. Maybe they're planning a trip to Greece. Maybe there was a birthday party and the present was a trip to Greece. See how I'm using my evidence along with what I know to create inferences about my potential new friends. What else we got? Best vanilla cake. Definitely. There was definitely a birthday, and I'm inferring that it was a child. There's stuff in here. I don't know why they throw that out, but there's a child who lives in this house who had a birthday, and maybe the whole family is going on a trip to Greece. Let's see. Our last thing. A day in the life of a pet sitter. That adds to my theory that these people are going on a trip. Maybe not now, but maybe later, because I think they're going to hire a pet sitter for their dog that lives there. They seem like great people. Okay, now we have to put it back. How are we going to do that? All right, guys, go back into our Seesaw virtual classroom. You now have a chance. There's some reading activities. There's some picture inferencing activities. And there's a chance for you guys to create your own trash bag, and Miss Evanny and I will make inferences about it. Go check that out there. Email us, call us, text us, send a pigeon, do whatever you need. Get your questions answered. We are here for you. Have a lovely week. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.